Right then, it's Nikki here and Steve in the woodland, more precisely in the veggie plot that's coming to be. So we thought I'd do a little video about how we've transformed the mass of bramble into the veggie plot. As you can see, you know, before this was covered in bramble, and then it got to the state where there's just loads of old bramble on the floor and nettles. And then thanks to this wonder tool, the board fork, we've managed to turn the soil over and get out all the roots that have left over. So the board fork is, as it said, a broad fork, and it's really good because it helps to air the soil whilst also respecting the layers of the soil. And it also is really good for killing bacteria, because any bacteria that's in the soil that doesn't like air is moved to the surface, so then is affected by the air. And those who do like the air on the surface is taken into the soil and be killed because there's no air. And at the same time, it helps to break up the bits and helps to free the roots. And it's, you know, it's such an easy technique. This is the second time I've done this piece of land. The first time me and Steve went down vertical, and because there was just so much stuff in it, I've had to go back and do it horizontal. So it's a lot easier on the second time. But all you need to do when you're using one is just pop it in the soil and then stand on it to force it down, and then bring it back. You can give it a wiggle backwards and forwards if you want, just to free. Bring it over, and then just, it's so easy. And then once I've done a row, I go back over and then by hand pull out all the roots, and there's a lot. If you remember how this was before, that it was just one mass of thick bramble, you can just imagine the roots be found. And the first time when we're working on it vertically, I think I removed about a bucket every square metre, so a big bucket, a 50-litre bucket of roots. And yeah, it kind of really makes it child's play, really. And what is really nice is it doesn't do your back in. Rather, you know, if you're doing with a fork, you really, you know, you're digging over, and that's hard. But this, you know, me and Steve have both had back problems in the past, and we wanted to be careful, so this is just yeah, easy. And if there's any big roots, you can just, there we go, free them up. And then we can see, you know, that the quality of the soil is brilliant. Now we've removed all the roots. So then when I've done one, I just go in and just see if I can fish out any more. Oh, that was a rather big one. I have to go over it again. And then just breaking up any of the lumps. And then what we are going to do, once this is finished, so I've almost finished this square, we can get this going. Start planting the veg. And then when this is going, then we can start working on the second square. Because doing the whole lot, we've got rather a lot to do.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Steve?
Yeah. Yes, it is. There's a hell of a lot to do. But it's looking so good. The soil's good.
Yeah.
It seems very pliable. It's friable even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely stuff. It's very crumbly. It's not clayey at all.
No, no. And there's so many worms in here.
Yeah.
Beautiful little worm here. Get the star of the show. Here we go. Speaking of the devil, a little worm. Yeah, and it's really, really full. And yeah, because we've got so much to do as well in the woodland that doing the whole plot and then suddenly filling it is just going to take us over. So we're starting small, work with this, and then go on to the next bit.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got to go out in a while, so we're just doing a little live now because we might not get time at all later. But yeah, that's what Nikki's been up to for, what's that, 2 days now?
2 days,
Yeah, 2 days. But yeah, when you look at the area she's done, when you see the, should we have a look at the pile of,
Yeah.
do you want to take the camera?
I'll take the camera. Right, so this is the type of thing I've been digging up. Big thick old roots. That's only half full. I've had a bucket of that every square metre. And obviously you can see, where's yet to be worked. And then the beauty of it, I'm really happy.
Yeah, you're doing a grand job too.
Yeah, and it's...
Show the pile.
Yes, the pile. So that's the bucket, and then this is what I've taken out so far. So you can imagine if this had been rotavated, this would have been chopped up into bits, and probably it would have all again sprouted again. It would have just been an ongoing problem. So this is the reason why we didn't want to rotivate. And it's so much nicer for the soil. It feels gentle. What do you reckon?
I think it's wonderful.
And you, do you want to do a really quick little while we're here?
Yeah, I think what I've been doing the last sort of it was yesterday afternoon I started. I've been levelling the ground out along here, along the edges of the pen, and I've got a roll of wire that I don't know if that's going to be wide enough, to be honest, but what I propose to do is I'll trial it, and if it doesn't work I'll change it later. I'm going to dig a trench, maybe 18 inches wide, no, a foot wide. I'm going to fill that with all the broken tiles and everything else, so if anything that tries to come up to the wire and dig down, it might back off and try to get, find to the end of the obstruction, which is the wire, and dig down there, and then it will hit rocks, the foot wide of rocks.
Yeah.
So it's got it all to do. This is going to be some hard digging, but we'll get it done. And all right, Marley.
It's just because you see Neo there. Yeah. But you've done an absolutely beautiful job.
It's not bad.
It's really lovely.
If we did finish off with this, because I think I left this.
Yeah.
This is the latch, and that's how it works, and that's perfect. It's just an extra little shove to push it down, and that locks. That can't be lifted by a predator or whatever trying to get in there. They couldn't do it because it takes a little bit of wiggling. So that's the lock, and yeah, I've stitched all this in along there, so it's it's all enclosed along there. Nothing but a mouse or something's going to get through this gap, and if it can get through there, it can get through the wire anyway. So yeah, it's all nice and secure.
I mean, we see so many chicken pens and chicken coops that are so small, it's ridiculous. This, it's a lovely size for the chickens we want. We want to get about 10 in here, and to give them a nice little home. 10 or 12. And then with a big chicken coop, so they've got lots of room to go in and hatch, and a lot of love.
Yeah, so we're really happy the way things are coming along, and it's maybe a few weeks later than we envisaged. It took a lot of work to get everything done up there, but we took on extra work than we sort of calculated. Nikki went crazy with the shears, cut all of our lovely bramble down.
You didn't want me to do it?
Well, it's okay now, it's done. No, of course I did. No, but it's better than we thought. So, and the plants in here.
Yeah, it's so rich.
It's just incredible. Speedwell, we've got some lovely plants.
Yes.
What's that other? Carpenter's herb?
Carpenter's herb, yeah.
Right, we've just been exploring. Strangely, the wild strawberries haven't fruited yet. They've got the flowers, but they haven't fruited.
No.
They're coming on lovely, What are the other discoveries we've had? I don't know. We talked
Can't
about
think.
it. Garlic mustard.
Oh, there's that other. Let's go and see that other thing that we found.
Yeah.
That other. We can.
Yeah. Go on,
Yeah, because
Leave the way, Jose.
we found this really weird beet. We put a photo in, looked like a little man, and Steve just found another one. So this is a hole that Steve had ages ago lifted out one of the big stones from the barn.
I think it was that one.
Could well have been, and we didn't realise this. So we think it's the same one. We don't know. It's a bit of soft root round the top, soft area, which is probably where the leaves come out of. We really have no idea what these are. They could be mangel weasel.
Mangle weasels.
Is that what mangel wurzels? Steve's used to my mixing up words. Mangel wurzel, which is a really old type of beet that they use to feed animals with and themselves.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to work out why it hasn't started sprouting again, because it's live, as was the other one. It's still moist inside and no rot or anything, so surely it must. But you read up a little bit about the mangel wurzel, and so it's biennial or biennial?
Biennial, so it has I think it does 2 different things within a year. I don't know what the difference between biennial is and annual and the other one, but yeah, it seems to say, I think it leaves in the spring and then forms its flowers in the summer. I don't know. But if it's a mangel wurzel, the leaves are huge. You know, you look on the size of a rhubarb leaf type of thing. It's noticeable. So we wouldn't have, overlooked it when we're, working around here. We would have seen it if it'd done it.
Yeah. So this was the original path, wasn't it, that we came?
Yeah.
Yeah, streamed down there. But I would have stopped instantly if I'd seen anything
Yes.
growing. It wasn't growing at the time, and it still isn't growing now. So, yeah.
So
there you go. Either of them, that is.
No, we want to probably find a third one. I'd like to find a third one so we can dig one up. We can keep one in the ground and dig one up. Because obviously the first one Steve didn't know, we thought it was a tree root and then sliced it. So that's one. The second one we can keep in the ground, and the third one it'd be nice to get that hole and try and identify it.
Yeah.
We have no idea. It could be a vegetable that's been long forgot, the type of...
Yeah. We're going to try and put some compost in there.
Yeah.
And just feed it a little bit and see if it does sprout. If it does, that's going to be interesting, because we'll then be able to ID it.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't know how old this beet or whatever it is.
No.
It could be anything.
Could be
50, 60 years old. I don't know.
Could be even 100 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, when this barn was used, that would be over 100 years ago probably.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's from then or if it's one that's self-sprouted or self-seeded. So as a later date, we just have no idea.
Yeah.
So if anybody does have an idea, it kind of looks like celeriac, though it does not smell at all like celeriac. And like the other one, it looks, kind of like round here, but if we dig it out, it could be all sorts of shapes. So we don't know.
Yeah. But I'm sure we're going to find out. So
Yes.
as long as we can find out. It's Neo stalking. Oh,
A fly. A butterfly. Carefully does it. He places his paws. Look at that.
Missed again.
You did really well, Neo. Good boy. So,
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, we've got to go out in a while.
yep,
So
we
we're just
have.
filling in a bit of time.
And
Yeah, that's it. That's the state of play
yep,
as of today.
it's brilliant. Oh, you're a poet and you didn't know it.
I am.
So it's a goodbye from me.
You got that wrong, didn't you?
It's a goodbye from you.
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye. Right, it's goodbye from her.
And it's a goodbye from him.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
See you soon.